section on the Twitch channel, go through and click this icon here, and this will take you to the Discord server. It'll pop you up right here and drop you off where you need to be. And that will take you to what you need to do. Then you just go over to this apply section. There is a Google form right here. You just click that. That will take you, and you can just fill that out. Enter your information. It literally takes less than 10 minutes. You can get whitelisted. There is a bunch of people in this Discord server that can whitelist you, so it'll be relatively quick. And I'm not talking about here. This is when you first join, you only see a few people, you see a couple staff. We've got quite a few people. Also keep in mind, every year that joins, they get a number. So this is an 8-year-old server. That's not some like clickbait title. People that join in the first year, the second year, third year, fourth year, and we are currently on the 9th year of people joining. So this is year 9 right here, and we almost have 500 like whitelisted players currently. So all you do, fill that out. You're asked to submit a couple images. People submit their images here, and they show some builds off. So basically, to know that you know what you're doing. So anyway, let's get back to the game real quick. Switch back over to game capture, and I'm just gonna pop that overwards. So basically, this is we're back at spawn. I just kind of want to show you around again. So as you can see, the starter resources for people that may just be joining the server, there's pretty much a bunch of free stuff right here. You can kind of get situated. You get all the iron you need, everything. Also, all this is automatically like processed and done. So this should automatically refill itself. So the carrots refill itself. The iron automatically refills itself. There's an iron farm up there. There's a carrot farm technically down there. There's a bunch of wool that gets from the sheep. And you even have sticks. And this wool, or this sheep, is done by collecting some of the iron that falls a certain way. So for example, not all the iron falls down. Some of it falls down here and some of it falls down up here. As you can see, this is completely full of iron. So as you can see, then some iron dropped on us. So that's what the big airship does, is it drops the iron. Also, as you look in, a couple things you'll notice in chat, this is a very vanilla server. I say that because not everything, especially after you've been 8 years, you can't have a pure vanilla server just by practicality. You have like 500 people. You need to have like some like plugins that kind of keep track of who's doing what. Because if you have 500 people playing on a server, they will grief, they will steal, and there needs to be a way to track that. Also, the stuff that you're seeing is from Discord. Those are people actually in the Discord server talking. And then also there are clans here. So clans are basically clans. There's no TP. There's nothing like that. It is vanilla. It is just, there is no, it's just like clans, basically prefixes that people can set to associate with other people. So this is the big spawn plaza. Got some names here. When I joined, all these first couple year players joined. The server recently really took off over the last couple years. And as you can see, this is the main spawn plaza. This is where everyone will congregate if there's some type of event. This is basically the center of the world, even though it's not really. This is the original spawn, so everyone likes to take it seriously. So up here, this is the exit. So when you basically join and you want to build, you just go out far that way. Also, additionally, I should probably show this as well. But if you go on here, there is a Dynamap, and that Dynamap will show you what the server looks like. Basically, everywhere you can build, there's a bunch of places down here that you can build anywhere that's not like, when you click on it, will say like something like Avenian land or whatever. Anything you click on that doesn't have like something that pops up is probably free real estate. So of course, if there's a house there, I probably wouldn't build there. They might not have gotten around to claiming it. And also these claims are like virtual. They don't actually, like, there's no land claiming in the server. You could go over here and build if you wanted to. It just prevents disputes of like who owns what, I guess. So back to the server. So yeah, so if you're trying to join, as I said, we'll go over that in a sec. There's a whitelist process, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, that's the exit. Mailboxes are over here. This is basically anytime you want to drop something off for somebody, but you don't want to actually have to like meet them up, say they're like really far out, you can basically just go over to your mailbox. And you can see someone dropped off 64 diamonds in my mailbox. So I can claim those 64 diamonds. And I'm not going to claim them at the moment, but people just drop things in your mailbox. You put a light there so people know they don't have to walk all the way down. And as you can see, people have been here. So this is a mailbox. You can like write a sign and claim it. It's not that difficult to do. Also, There's a couple other cool things. So you have the kits area, you have the mailroom, you have the exit. There's the shops. And so down here is all the player shops, and they're in this building. They're not in that building. They're all below. There's also some free stuff. So like, for example, people throw like what they consider junk to be in here, and you could take whatever you want from these 4 chests. So they are pretty popular, and really stuff doesn't actually stick around. So anything in here is free real estate. These are not free chests. They're redoing the roadways right here. So this is these shops. So this top is me and my girlfriend's shop. We've got sponges and all that kind of stuff. And then up on top of that, you have even more stuff that we're selling, me and her. And then below here, you have almost 100 shops of different players that have built stuff. So if you want to join, for those of you that are in the Twitch chat, there is a link below the Twitch, and I'll go over in depth how to join in a second. But pretty much that's that. As you can look here, it's a nice little water spout to get in here. And then you've got all these cool shops. So over here, we've got Finn that's doing his banners. It's really awesome. It's got all kinds of banners in here. I can't do it justice by going over everything. And this is actually a clan shop, which means a group of people work together to make this shop. It's got the really new blocks up there. And it looks like you even got a skulk sensor. They sell things pretty cheap, so mending books for a diamond. One of the great perks about having such a large and old server is that you have a lot of people that actually end up working together. And so while someone may have a mending book, there's a lot of farms. There's also a lot of farms like we don't have, which a lot of people will be like, oh, well, everything has already been done. Honestly, if you're thinking that way, it's not really true, because there is a lot of like lore, which I can go over in a little bit, but like there is a lot of dynamic and economy and stuff like that, and power dynamics that you wouldn't get on any other server. Like, yeah, you can build every farm in the game, but do you have like the impossible armor? Like, I don't know if you see this armor, but this is impossible currently in the version. This is vanilla. This is 1.14.1 God Armor, which was the only version that it was actually possible to create this. And I believe this is the 1.9 God Bow, which there's only a couple of them on the server, but they are mending in infinity, and those were craftable in 1.9. And since the server is so old, we can actually like have those items, and you can buy them, you can sell them. You can do work for other people. You can hire people. There's a lot of economy-based stuff that you couldn't do on any other server. Like, yeah, you could hire someone to go like, mine out something for you on another server, but you'd have to trust them. You'd have to like know all that stuff. Everyone on here is vetted. There's like almost 500 whitelisted people. They're all vetted, and you can like pay them out, and they'll like mine out something for you, or they'll help you build something. You can pay them, and everything is done in diamonds. So as you can see, nothing in any of these chests is like, you don't pay anybody. I can go in there and take stuff. But usually it's like general practice that you actually give people their stuff. And so there's shops upon shops. Anything you could think of, people try to sell, because if you get more diamonds, you get more power, and you get more control over the economy. And it's all vanilla economy. It's not like, you're having, wild plugins controlling that. Real quick for everyone that's in the chat, see y'all. Thank you for joining. If you guys want to apply to join, literally all you have to do is there is a Discord server here. You just it is in the description of the Twitch channel. So if you go to the about, you click on this icon right here, it will take you to the Aviant's Discord server, which you can hit this apply option, and then up top here there is a application. You just click it right there, and it will take you to this application that you just fill out. It takes you like 5 minutes, wherever it is. Here it is. And then also on the bottom here, there's a Dynamap. So you can actually see what's going on the server right now, and take a look around. There's lots of things over there, and of course where to build. But yeah, hopping back over here. So this is just one shop, and as I said, this is all vanilla. So there is a lot of different, lots of different shops. So someone actually made some map art, which is awesome. We'll go over the museum in a second, but as you can see, they've made some really awesome map art. That's insane. These have like shops, like they're selling all different kinds of books. This person's got their shield. That's an awesome way of organizing the armor stands. So there are a couple minor tweaks to the game. None of them are actually game changing. They're just purely vanilla cosmetics. So basically you can change how you orient your armor stands, or I can actually sit down, and I can sit down on the ground, or I can sit down on anything really. Additionally, the most two interesting ones is /S, which gives you access to spectator mode. You can go fly around, you can see what's going on in the world, you can see kind of what's going on. And when you do it again, it takes you right back. So there's not really any cheating with that whatsoever. It's not like you're moving around. So yeah, there's just shops upon shops. Like literally people have made some of the most amazing shops that I've like quite ever seen. They're absolutely awesome. And each of these people are like, you know, selling completely different items. They're selling like I can go and spectate and show you around, but like the amount of shops that we have in here, like we have people doing all kinds of interesting shops. You've got like everything from selling literally gold blocks for like diamonds to like shops selling shulker boxes for 9 diamonds. Oh, look, no, sorry. Totems full of undying for 9 diamonds per slot. Like, I don't know what else to say for that. That's like, that's like insane. 9 diamonds for a shulker box full of totems of undying. And you've got just everything. And this is all like players that come on here. We have literally usually 12 players online. The server was down for a little bit because we had some issues, but I got those all resolved. But like literally 500 whitelisted people. Anyway, so that's that section. We'll come over here. Hey, I see everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for joining in. I appreciate it. So yeah, so this is pretty much, yeah, this is just all that really cool stuff. All these shops that people are starting or working on, and like it's just crazy the amount of like possibility here. So that is all underneath spawn. This is like the shops all underneath spawn, and that is just a portion. So real quick before we get over to the next stuff, I just want to show you, we'll go over to the museum in a sec. I might show you down. This is the original spawn area. This has been modified. We have a crafting chest, which is a chest and a crafting table. This is actually like a bug out that happened, but it's like legit. Additionally, we have a floating torch. This is a legit floating torch. It's surrounded by glass. But real quick, let's also show you how to join the server. So basically, there's a Discord server. It is, yeah, right down here. Click on that, sends you a Discord server. There's an application right here, this link right here. You just fill it out and we'll whitelist you, and then you can join. Also, there's a Dynamap on the very bottom of the apply channel that you can see kind of what's going on, who's what. I'm actually hidden right now, so as you can see, we're technically like right here, and I'm hidden because it's saves space. I don't want people stalking, especially if I'm looking at other people. But that's pretty much it. But yeah, there's the shopping district over there. There's a crafting chest. There's an old kit system, and this is the carrot farm. So these utilize villagers. They drop the carrots for the villagers, and then those get pumped up for you to eat and use above. So that's pretty much that section. Come up here real quick, and I'm trying to think of what else would be best to show off. That's pretty much it for the most part on that section. We'll show you a couple more of the buildings. There's a lot of buildings to show off, so I'm going to do my best. There's a nice skeleton horse too. This is a cobblestone farm, and this is a very nice one because this was designed I think it was actually built by one of our very good engineers. I'm gonna actually go into spectator just to kind of show you what this looks like. But basically what this does is it looks like someone's actually messed with the timings. I think this, it looks like someone's messed with the timings. Oh, yeah, they're missing a I think they're missing a yeah, they've messed this up a little bit. Oh, I guess it's messed up a little bit. Needs some tweaking. You have a sheep farm over here that supplies wool. So down here you have a mega sheep farm that supplies black wool in this case. Also you may see lots of bamboo over here. This is optimized and run by different minecarts. They all sit over here and they're optimized, and basically they pick it up and then that's what's used to smelt it all up. So down here you have lots of I guess we had lots of cobblestone at one point. Is this really all empty? Dang, I'm impressed. This is like all emptied. What the heck? Okay, there it goes. Some of the stuff is not emptied. It looks like I need to get that working because it looks like that's been annihilated by people. Some of it's in here, but some of it definitely is not. So I need to get that working. But there's also backup ones over here in case the front ones get broken. A huge smelting system, and I could go over that and show you that. But yeah, thanks for all the new people joining. This is just a showcase tour of the server. So I showed you all that already. So let's go over here. Spectator is purely cosmetic. It lets you look around, but it doesn't actually let you edit anything. This is the God Bow too. Such a nice tool to have. So this is the server museum, and this sucker is basically one of the best buildings I think I've ever built. This is one of the most popular places for new players to come look around. And yeah, you can see pretty much everything about the server. For new players, this is an 8-year-old server. Literally what you're looking at, well, not this was built quite recently, but this server has been around for almost 8.5 years now. And so you can come on here, take a look, apply to join. We have all the different map art. So map art of me, they made a map art. Someone made some like note to staff. We got, you know, black and white. Now the white is actually really good because you can put this map on a bunch, like in a room, and put this on every wall, and then people will join in and have like no idea, like completely disorients them. Same thing with the black one. Someone, Zach over here made a Technoblade art, and I saw another one I need to add. But yeah, that's everything. Additionally, if you come over here, you've got the 2 dragon eggs. One was we got one in 2014, and the other one was 2016 when they updated the end that caused some, at least for us, the dragon egg to respawn. So that's why there are 2 of them. Yeah, and also if you're trying to join, there is a link in the bottom of the Twitch stream. So you just click this link, takes you to the Discord server. You can apply. There is an application link right here, tutorial on how to join the actual server. And then also there is, you know, do the application. And then also down here, you have a Dynamap on the very bottom right here that lets you like look around and see what's going on. Anyway, let's come back over here. So next room is some maps. We have some maps from different periods on the server. We got like, you know, different places, different bases, different parts of the server. You've got like Defective's Guardian base. You got different bases there. Not everyone has actually bothered and added in their base. This was 2020 spawn. This is what the spawn looks like now. So like in 2 years, we've added pretty much a bunch. Finished the museum. That's where this is right now. Finished a museum, built all this stuff up, and it's looking really good now. And then also this is another city. There's everything you've seen so far is probably one of like 6 or 7 cities that are probably of equal size or larger. So when you have a server 8 years old, you also have a bunch of books. So people have literally filled this place with books. We have a couple books that still are not in here, and some didn't actually make the cut. There's probably about a couple of double chests worth of books that just, these are the best from. This is our banner room and shield room. So we have banners from the beginning of the server. My friend's banner that he made in 2014, like the original Redstoner banner, like all this kind of stuff that was built throughout the server. Let's see, go over here. There's a whole bunch of stuff above spawn or above it here. So if you head up top, there is a bunch of things that like were originally here that you can't actually, all the original items and stuff. So all the items are actually held up here. You got everything from God armor to basically memes on the server to like gifts that people gave me. You've got like first of certain items. You've got like first elytra found on the server. Yeah, and there's just like, there's a lot of space to expand too, because, you know, the server's been around for what, 8-9 years. It'll probably be around for another 8-9 years, if not longer. It's also one of the main appeals why people actually come to the server, is like we do a lot of work to make sure everything's like backed up and safe, so that the server, you know, if something were to happen, the server is still around. You just kind of just start it up again and people play on it. It's a really old world and it draws a lot of people to it. Also, I'm going to go over to a couple other places here. So for all the new players and all the new people joining, thank you. I see you all. Thank you. Yeah, so basically you have the mailbox. As I said, we already talked about that a little bit, I think. But yeah, you just drop your mail in there. You can pick a mailbox and, you know, see what people have left for you. It's based off of letters, alphabetized and all that stuff. Over here, you have an auction house. Now, people are like, why do you have an auction house? Well, sometimes when a player does something really bad, say for example, they're, I don't know, they do something bad. I don't know. They like steal stuff, or they grief stuff, or they like do something even worse. They like, I don't know, something that we don't deem appropriate for the server. Maybe they're really rude to somebody, or they're really mean, or they're like something like that, that basically we'd never want them on the server again, which is very harsh and very rare. In that case, what we do is we set all this stuff up here. We let certain players of the server, we put like basically mystery boxes worth of their stuff and let people auction off and vote for the stuff. What do we use with the diamonds? Well, we take the diamonds and netherite that we get from that auction and we use it to pay for building stuff like our Technoblade statue over there or our courthouse, which we'll be visiting next. And usually that's decided actually in the courthouse. So basically all this, basically a way to raise money for the state. That's pretty much the courthouse. And then over here, we have the legislative building, which is actually where people like senators and stuff actually go to represent their clans. As I said, when you have a server of 500 people, you actually have a really complex government. So you talk about like, well, oh, hey, you guys have built everything. Well, not only can you, yeah, you can build a lot of stuff. Yeah, you can get rich, but you also can partake in like government. You can become an elder. That's basically like our equivalent of like representatives. And you have paladins, which are more like, it's not really a direct equivalent. Basically, it's just a power structure that people can decide on. We also have a judge. So this is the Supreme Court. As you can see here, this is where a lot of things were decided. You have a bell here. You can just look up here, but Magnus is our Supreme Judge. So basically he gets to decide a lot of stuff. Besides cases, we have an Eiffel Tower. Couldn't do anything without a Technoblade statue. This is pretty much just our lovely Technoblade statue there. It's a pretty cool thing. We literally spent like the day Technopast. We built this out. It was really cool. So we're getting towards like I'll go do a walkthrough of the buildings in the main or my main town. So what I've done in the not 8-9 years is all over in this section, like probably 100 blocks that way, maybe 200 blocks, maybe 300 blocks in that, all of that. I'm trying to think. We'll go through the legislative building, which isn't kind of finished, but I'm still kind of working on it. We also have a PvP arena that's not finished. It's not that building, but the building behind it. Basically, you have like a kind of court system. People, representatives sit up here. They kind of sit up there, they vote, all that kind of stuff. Also, for the new people that are joining, I see you guys. Let me show you real quick how to join. So you have the Discord server. It is located below the Twitch. Basically all you do is you join that, click the apply channel. There is a link for an application and you just go through and you fill that out. It literally takes less than a couple minutes. You fill it out, you follow the directions, you can post your pictures. Gas that you post a couple pictures so we know what your builds look like. And then of course there is a dynamap on the bottom of this channel so you can see what's going on the server. You can actually like look and see what people are building. So it's also really cool. But that's, yeah, the legislative building pretty much. Trying to think of what would be best to show you guys next. So I think after that, we can just do a quick walk around. I might just do fly around actually, so we can get to some other towns sometime today. So mainly the biggest things is this is kind of the stuff that I built. The oldest part of the server, actually the first building, is that house right there. This was the one that I built back in 2014, so very nice. Also, so this is the more of the newer buildings here because people are now doing clan embassies. We also have some new towns over here, and this is more of everything that we've already shown off so far. So let's talk about some more of the historical aspects of the server. And I see you guys in chat. Thank you guys for joining. But basically, one of the more historical aspects of this server is that we've gone through and we have some buildings that, well, of course we occasionally do have some issues with chunks, but this is the original, the Thanksgiving Hall, which funny enough is, this was in 2018 and we've got everything in here. You got this was like a little Thanksgiving Hall that we made. Also when the update came out for, I believe 1.18 or 1.19, it was very interesting. Or yeah, 1.18 because they changed the world gen. Basically it was really weird because it caused a lot of weird things happening because like this all regenerated and like this isn't like something you would ever find in a Minecraft seed yet. These are all brand new untouched chunks. So down here we have, or at least over here, we have the Thanksgiving Hall, which was the 2020 Thanksgiving Hall. And we had all these people every Thanksgiving. We get them online and we have like a big Thanksgiving virtual feast. And it celebrates like, another year. Everyone signs their name and it's more like a historical place. So there is literally like a bunch of a bunch of different places. I don't remember what, I don't think I can get out. Oh yeah, I can. But there's a bunch of, this is 2019, that's 2021, and 2022 will be up here, and so on. So yeah, it's pretty much that. Additionally, we have the chunk lands is what we call them. But this is like the place that loves to corrupt. As you can see, it looks like a patchwork quilt. And also we're going to make a big like raceway, so a nice raceway that will go all around, and it will be like a big racing event also on the server. And then out here, of course, I've been working on kind of making this a little bit cleaner for the racing area. And this is the big pyramid up here. So there is a lot of, this is everything you've seen this entire bit up until the point we were at spawn is literally just built by pretty much me. And that was built in the last like 8 or so years. And now we've got like, you know, trails and lake cities and things like that. And this was we have our iron farm. This is my spruce farm. We have an iron farm here. This helps supply iron for the entire server. This is not open for public, but it is part of the government that goes on here. So that concludes everything that is one town. We'll go around and show you guys through a couple more towns. I think that would be just a better use of time to show you kind of around. So let's go over to ProGWN's base, which I think we'll just kind of walk through, which I don't think I've actually done a proper walkthrough before. So this is his town, and this is pretty much starting from this boundary here. You can pretty much go on here, and yeah, you can pretty much just take a explore and walk through here. So he's done through and built all of this stuff out. Also everything, as I said, in survival. This is another person's town. So everything you've seen so far in Avians and everything you see in this town is probably 2 of maybe 8 or 9 towns that are of this size. That individual people have actually built. One of them I think was built by a group, and it's probably the largest. But there is lots of towns that we'll be exploring, at least in the stream. So I hope you guys will have a good time with that. Also, by the way, guys, if you have not, you can apply to join the server. It's a really quick process. All you do is you just go to below the Twitch channel in the About section. There is a Discord server. You click on that, and it will take you to here. You just go to the Apply channel. You hit the application. It will take you up to here. You just fill it out, and it's really quick. And then also, if you scroll to the bottom of that channel, you can see the Dynamap. So you can see where everyone is on the server, what's going on the server, who's online, things like that. It's awesome. So anyway, back to Pro GWN's base. But as you can see up here, he's got some stuff cleared out. He's working on a building up here. We might actually want to hop up here real quick. But yeah, so the iron from that iron farm is used to craft a lot of these anvils because, as I said, everything is almost, a lot of things are industrial level because we have almost 500 whitelisted players that we need to consistently, you know, keep supplied with resources. Especially when you have like almost 20 people sometimes online, usually on the weekends. It's pretty insane. You just got like cute buildings. You've got lots of cute buildings that they've been working on. Honestly, this is like really, really pretty. Given that, like, yeah, this is all done in survival. You just, this is all done in survival. And this funny thing is, this guy did all this in like 2 years. This is insane. And do I mention this is also both Bedrock and Java? So you can also join on either Bedrock or Java. You just go through apply, and it will take care of the rest. And then, yeah, there's just so much things to explore. You got a PvP arena that he's gone through and done over here. And this is just, well, you know, another person that just built all this on here. And as I said, there's no claims. I can build here. I'm going to be courteous, though, and not place blocks where they shouldn't be. But yeah, you've got houses upon houses. You got mushroom houses over here. You've got more houses over there. You've got houses upon houses. Let's take a quick fly up here to show you kind of a little bit around. So this guy built this entire blimp in survival. We've also got one of the older bases on the server there. You've got a church that he's working on. You got a mountain range, and you've got a looks like a little weird house or whatever up here, and some things on top of the mountain. So we've got a couple other towns coming up. I'm gonna try to be very. So that's another town. That's the second town that we've gone through. That's the second person's work. So only thing I've shown you so far is 2 people's work on the entire server, at least since we started back at spawn again. So the next thing is, hey guys, I see everyone in chat. Thank you guys very much for joining in. The next thing is I'm going to show you guys over here. So if you head on over here, this is our third town that we're going to be visiting. And this is one of the more spread out towns, but I think it does a great job with kind of capturing a unique vibe. So this is Meso. It is a clan, but it is primarily done by Walnut Spice, one person. He owns his little clan, and he builds these towns, which this is really, really cute because they have like all these little like old style, Western style builds, and you've got everything. You've got like all these cute little environmental builds. You've got like pathways and all this stuff. And this is all, as I said, done in survival. This is another person's base. So everything you've seen so far, we'll be seeing so far, is the work of like 3 people. So yeah, you got like little towns, and this guy does such an amazing job furnishing his houses. Like the amount of effort that he put in detail he puts inside the houses is like insane. He's got like all kinds of little cutesy little builds, and a mushroom house. But yeah, Sameko built this little mushroom house in there. I'm sure he's happy about that. Brad House. So basically someone claimed a house, and yeah, look how cute this is. Like, you can't tell me this is like amazing how like cutesy it is. So yeah, we'll just kind of keep walk through the little Western town. But yeah, honestly, this is like some of the coolest things that I've seen is just like how all this works, like the amount of build and time that went into this. So this is like the main trail that leads into the town. Hello guys, I see all you in chat. Thank you guys for joining in my stream. But yeah, as you can see, they've got this like Western style build here. It's very, very cool. They've built like another house up there, and then additionally you come up here and you've got like this super impressive pathway up here. You got like actually the main base. They've got like literally this, as I said, it might just be best to fly around and show you, but like everything is like rather spread out, but it's also very well done. You've got like, you know, bases upon bases. You've got someone's actual underground base. I think this is Bread's base. Check it out. You've got chest rooms, you got shulker boxes, you got beacons, you got underground things. You got literally like, look how much resources they have. We have optimized everything. Additionally, we do have automatic crafting tables, but that is because that is of course Mojang contributing